Starting music production can feel expensive and overwhelming with all the tools and software out there, but today I'm sharing 3 free tools that helped me get started, and they can help you jump into music production right now, even if you've never made a song before. LMMS, a free DAW. In order to begin with music production, I needed a place to do it. This is where a digital audio workstation, also known as a DAW, comes in. There were a lot of options out there, but I didn't have the funds for them at the time. So the one I started with is called LMMS. LMMS is free and open source, and it allows you to record, arrange, and edit audio. I found it to be a great tool for me to get started in music production. I was able to dibble-dabble in different aspects of music production and dip my feet in the pool without a huge commitment. It's also great because it has a simple setup and it looks pretty cool. It has a piano roll for melodies, built-in instruments, and sample sounds, which allowed me to dive in without extra plugins or equipment. I've included a link to where you can download this DAW, as well as a link to a tutorial playlist I remember coming across during my time using it. This tutorial playlist is by TJ Free in the description. I loved how I could open my laptop and start experimenting with making beats, but I was pretty confused when trying to figure out how to use a DAW. After a while, I ended up getting the FL Studio Producer Edition to try music production further and explore more beat-making possibilities. If you want to try it out, there is a free trial, but just know that you can't reopen the projects that you save until you buy a version of the software. Sample packs, the building blocks of your song. Sample packs are collections of audio clips, which can include drum beats, synth sounds, instrument loops, and vocals. Samples from these packs helped me to get a more polished sound that was more fitting to my music vision. Many websites offer free packs that are easy to download and use. I'll discuss a few in a moment. Sample packs can provide access to professional sounds and allowed me to experiment without creating every sound from scratch. I was able to try out different genres like hip-hop, EDM, or pop just by downloading various packs. I could also mix and match the samples in each pack to make the music my own. You can find some free sample packs on websites like Splice, use the packs built into the DAW you're using, or my personal free favorite, use sample packs from Cymatics. I'll go ahead and put a link to this site down in the description. I would only start off with downloading and using one sample pack at a time though. I fell into the trap of trying to gather all the free sample packs I could, and I got overwhelmed. I eventually found the types of sounds I liked, and these are the core samples I use in a lot of my music. Tutorial videos. Learning from the pros for free. Tutorials are like having a teacher to guide you step by step. They're especially useful for beginners who might feel lost with just a DAW and some samples. There was so much to learn, and I didn't even know where to start. So here are some example prompts to help you get started when searching up tutorials on YouTube. You can search for LMMS beginner tutorials or FL Studio Basics or whatever DAW you're using on YouTube to help you understand the software layout and tools. If you're interested in a particular genre, look for tutorials on making that type of song in your DAW. You can also look up specific music production techniques like how to EQ, how to use reverb, or even basic mixing if you ever get stuck on a step. Some beginner-friendly YouTube channels I've used for learning music production, and I still use to this day, include In the Mix, BusyWorks Beats, and Free Code Camp's FL Studio Music Production course. I'll go ahead and put links to these in the description. One thing I will note is to avoid falling into the trap of only watching tutorials. I've fallen into this, and it's where you spend all of your time watching and even taking notes on other people creating music rather than creating your own and applying what you've learned. It probably feels overwhelming right now. At least it did for me when I first started. I found that as long as I was having fun and as long as I didn't stop creating, I kept progressing. All right, with these 3 tools, you'll be well on your way to creating your own music. But if you're looking for a more structured approach to making a full song from scratch, I've got something special for you. I've created a free 5-day series that walks through making a song from start to finish, aimed specifically at beginners with no music experience. If you're ready to take the next step, go ahead and check out the free course playlist in the description below and follow along to create your very first song in just 5 days.